I'm just going to begin. When Gabby comes, we'll figure it out. Okay. So I want you to take a comfortable seat. Make sure that you have a rolled up yoga mat. There's wipes over there if you are needing them. That's fine. Benjamin, where's your volume? Okay. Good. I don't know if I did it right, but we'll see. Okay. Okay, taking a comfortable seat. So, welcome to Forrest Yoga. Anastasia is the teacher, and I am subbing for her. My name is Amy Conn. And we're gathering here today at Public Coffee Roasters, and we have a live studio audience here. Almost a full house. We've got a few coming still, so I may leave and then come back. But the first thing that we're going to do is find a comfortable seat. So I often use a rolled up mat to elevate my bum, which helps to straighten out my lower back, and it allows my belly room to breathe, and it also grounds me to the earth. Okay, and you can take a soft gaze here, or you can close your eyes altogether. And what I really want you to do is just feel your body from top to bottom. What I really want you to do is when you exhale, I want you to exhale through your sits bones and down into the earth. And then when you inhale, elongate your spine and inhale up through the crown of your head up into the sky, the ether. Exhale without collapse, keeping a long spine. Inhale, breathing up. Just finding your body in this space that you've created, in this community, in this room. All right. And as you do so, as you're finding your breath, just square your shoulders, drop your shoulders down, balance your head in the center of your shoulders. And then you could decide if you'd like to have your palms up or palms down. Palms up indicates that you may need a little bit more energy. Cupping your palms allows you to receive. If you turn your palms over, that means you've got a lot going on, a lot of energy. You don't need any more. I'd like you to rest your elbows below your shoulders and just sit well. Be right back. Gabby, wait. Okay, you're good. Okay. You need a yoga mat. Oh, you're so sweet. Okay, open your eyes. I'd like you to begin by setting an intention for this class. So what an intention is what is it that you want to get out of this class? Why are you here? What is it that you are desiring maybe in the next year or just the next hour? You decide, but set an intention for class and then we'll practice upon it. I always set something that I'm working on in my life to my yoga mat and I practice on it. Typically by the end of practice, I've come up with an answer or a direction or a path or solutions, which those are really great days. All right, I'd like you to inhale both arms up and then drop one arm to the side and just kind of breathe into the side body. And then when you do so, put breath into the side body, spreading out the ribs, really reaching with active fingers. And a lot of times I like to bend forward and breathe onto my back body, and then breathe into my heart space as I roll up towards the ceiling. Great. Inhaling both arms up, and we're going to go to the other side. Our back body has thick muscles on it, and sometimes pushing the air to open up those muscles, to expand those muscles, can require a little bit of effort. So as you expand your lungs, remind yourself that you have lungs on your back body, that your lungs are three-dimensional. Inhale all the way up. I'd like you to take a twist to one side. So one arm goes to the back, one arm goes to the front. And then go ahead and take that front hand and take it to your knee. And then just give yourself a little bit of a twist. With this, I want you to inhale through the crown of your head and then give a slight twist beginning at the belly button. And just ever so gently, we're at the beginning of our practice, just give yourself a little bit of a twist. Then inhale both arms up, and then exhale to the other side. At any time that you feel you are coming into too much of a sensation, where you feel like maybe you're going into areas of pain, I want you to back out. I don't want you to go to pain. Pain is not something we need to practice. I want you to go to sensation where you're feeling something, and then just kind of breathe through that. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, hands down. We're going to take a figure four, a seated figure four. Just widen your feet out in front of you. And you could choose to have socks on or socks off. It's really up to you. I'd like you to take one ankle and put it over your knee. Now, this itself could be enough. Like, I'm feeling a lot of stretch here. So you may want to take that lower leg and move it away from your body. If you feel like you want a little bit more, you could rock side to side. How you guys doing? Excellent. And then gently, let's see if you could just push this knee a little bit, or the inner thigh just a little bit farther away. Just kind of feeling that opening, that breath directed into your joint, any kind of space that's a little bit tight. And then switch out legs. And typically, one side of your body is going to feel a little bit different than the other. We're not symmetrical. We're not symmetrical beings in any way. And so one side of your body may be a little bit stronger, and the other side of your body may be a little bit more flexible. If you can, flex your feet, your foot, just rocking side to side, just kind of feeling that space. Pushing that inner thigh and knee away from you a little bit. Breathing into it. Direct your breath. Good. And then taking your feet wide, maybe mat width distance, and just windshield wiper the knees side to side. So, part of my intention for this practice today is I'm just surrendering to what is about to occur. Our school has given out our schedule for the fall, and yet we really don't know if the fall's going to happen. You know, we know fall's going to happen, but we don't know what the schedule is going to be. It's an area I can't control. And so I'm just going to allow it to just open up, to expose itself, to unveil itself. And then I'm just going to follow with it. And I'm going to be cautious, but I'm going to be open to it, and I'm going to allow myself to be safe and secure inside here. And I practice that every day, I believe. Okay, so what I would like you to do is you're going to grab this rolled up mat. We're just going to get this part out of the way. This is our core, so we're going to go right to core. Okay, so what I'd like you to do is lean back, and you're going to take your rolled up yoga mat, and you're going to put your rolled up yoga mat as high against your pelvic floor as possible, and then squeeze with your inner thighs. As you squeeze with your inner thighs, you're going to find yourself, oh, this is pretty easy, but then it may become fatigued over time. So you may have to remind yourself to keep squeezing in between, squeezing that rolled up yoga mat. Taking your hands and weave them and then place them behind your head. Now the trick to this is that you're not yanking your head or neck forward when I ask you to bring your shoulders and head off the ground. I want you to push your head back into this nest that you've created. You're nestling your head in between your woven fingers. And I want you to push your head back, but your hands come forward, all right? That will help your neck. As you squeeze your yoga mat, I want you to reach up with your feet. If straight legs is not happening, go ahead and bend your knees into like a tabletop. But if you are able to straighten your legs, then spread your toes. Lift your head and shoulders off the ground, push back your head into your hands, and then squeeze your yoga mat. I want you to hold your breath full, breathe in, hold full, lower back, pressing down into the mat, squeeze the yoga mat, exhale, come down. Keep squeezing the yoga mat, hold empty. Squeeze the yoga mat, breathe in, hold full, and this time I want you to bend, I want you to reach both shoulders towards your left knee. Both shoulders towards your left knee. You can bend your knees if you'd like, or keep them straight. It's totally up to you. Come to center again, hold full, squeeze the yoga mat, exhale all the way down. Hold empty. Inhale, hold full. We're going to have both elbows go towards your left leg. Left leg. Have your head go back towards your hands, squeeze the yoga mat, exhale, release. Excellent job. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, head and shoulders up to the right knee. Lower back to the mat. Exhale, all the way down. To the right knee, inhale up. Hold full, lower back down. Exhale, come down. Good job. 1 more time. If you need to maybe take this one with a bent knee, that's perfectly fine. Inhale, up. Exhale. Inhale, hold full to the left knee. Squeezing the yoga mat. Exhale all the way down. Inhale up, hold full, right knee. Exhale down. Great job. How you guys doing? I'm sweating. Anybody else? I know. Okay, this is called Gatekeeper. So what we're going to be doing here is the yoga mat is going to be, I'll demonstrate. So you're going to be coming up like we've just been doing, and then you're going to hold your yoga mat in place. You're going to widen your feet, your legs, spreading your toes. You're going to inhale up, hold full, and then you're going to tuck your tailbone. So your tailbone's going to come up. So it's this crunch from both sides. Okay? You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. All right. We're getting this stuff out of the way. Okay, inhale up, head back into hands. Good job. Exhale, open up your legs, left hand to the rolled up yoga mat. Lift your tailbone up, crunch, spread your toes. Great job. Bring your feet together, legs together. Exhale down. Good. Inhale up, hold full, open again. Tip your tailbone up. Spread your toes. Excellent. And then come on down. 2 more times. How you doing? Breathe in. Open wide. Spread your toes. Tilt your tailbone up. Excellent. And squeeze down. Inhale up. Hold full. Widen. We only have 1 more round to go after this. Squeeze your yoga mat down. All right, wipe the sweat away. Inhale up. Open, spread your toes, tip your tailbone up. Exhale, squeeze the yoga mat down and up. Open, tip, and squeeze, and release. Woo! Okay, don't throw the rolled up mats at me. Just set them aside. Okay, Liz, this is where I need your timer. Okay, so we're going to be coming into Dolphin. Those that are familiar with Dolphin, you can begin now. But those that aren't familiar, you can either take this triangle and you can press this part of your arm into the mat, or you can come into the number 11. And this is what it looks like. So I am a triangle person. So you're going to be walking, rolling over your toes, and then coming into this like short dog. This is called Dolphin. We're going to be in Dolphin for 1 minute, and then we're going to reassess, and then we're going to go into Dolphin again for a little bit longer. I have faith. Okay, ready? Go. Okay, come into your Dolphin, rolling over your toes, drawing in and up with your belly button. It's like a seatbelt is wrapped around your lower abdominal that's pulling you up towards the sky. And Liz, you have the timer going? Awesome. If you want, you can lift one leg up. I find this beneficial when I lift one leg up. It kind of directs the energy up towards the sky. It makes me feel lighter. And then I switch out legs, and I'm drawing my belly in, and I'm continuing to breathe evenly and equally. And my head is off the ground. Good. You could cycle one heel down and then the other. How many more seconds? Time. Come on down. Okay. How was that? Thumbs up, thumbs down, medium. Good. You probably did 2 minutes. I do too. But Dolphin is a hard pose. I remember feeling that this, right after childbirth especially, this was like the area that really was challenged. So we're going to, how are you, Mary? Good. We're going to go 2 minutes. People are like, okay, ready? Tell us when, Liz. You already started? Go. Okay. So Anastasia has this thing where she kind of like dances in this pose, and she like switches out legs, and then she does this little crossover number. So she just like, all it does is like gets rid of passes the time, faster. So if you can maintain a dolphin pose and you feel like you need to go into a song and dance, that's fine. Or you could just practice lifting one leg up and then lowering it, and then the other leg up and then lowering it. If you need to take a break and come down to your knees, please come into child's pose, rest, take your breath, And then you're welcome to resume if you would like to. This can be a little bit overwhelming. That's 1 minute? Awesome. If you feel like you need to take a breather, go ahead and do so. Ooh, do, do, do. Do, do, do. How many more seconds? 2? We're done? 32. 25. You can bend your knees, you can lift your bottom up, pushing down with your forearms or your palms. And your breath will save you. And then come out. Okay, everybody take child's pose. Woo! So child's pose, best, well, I can't say best, but my favorite version of child pose is I widen my knees, have my toes together, and I rest my belly in between. I have my belly just rest in between, and I put my forehead down. You can even make this little diamond shape with your hands and put your forehead in that. You can have your hands by your heels, or you can have your hands reaching forward. But in child's pose, breathe onto your back body. Direct your breath. Good. Find your breath. A cooling breath is when you're sucking a straw, sucking air through a straw. This kind of dries out your mouth and lips a little bit, but it's a great cooling breath. If you're feeling overheated, that's a great way to cool your body down. Good. Okay, everybody come up into hero's pose. So we're going to go into bridge pose, and I'm going to ask you to have your rolled up mat as a reserve. When we go into bridge pose, you could use this as a prop to support your lower back, or you could just come into bridge. And this is how I'll demonstrate it. Sorry, Mary, can you see me? Okay. So taking your fingertips and finding your heels. And then my favorite version of bridge is this Will Robinson robot arms. So I'm pushing down with my triceps, and I'm rolling my shoulder blades underneath me, and I inhale up. So if bridge is too challenging for you right now, your back is feeling a little strained, you can always put this at your sacrum, your lower back, and you can use it as a prop on either height, just to sit upon it if you'd like. What we're going to be doing, so go ahead and come into your version of bridge. We're going to be inhaling our right leg up towards the sky, pushing down with our left foot, our left big toe, and we're reaching up towards the sky with our right foot, spreading the toes. And then we're going to take a figure 4. Remember how we did that earlier? That figure 4, where the ankle is on the left knee. We can encourage to open up our inner thighs while we're in bridge. Breathing into your belly. Exhale, come down. Good. Go ahead and take that windshield wiper move again with your feet and knees. So your feet are mat width distance, and you're just swiping side to side. Good. So when we contract our muscles in our core practice, which we just did, it's always good to now oxygenate that area, so putting breath into our core. And bridge is a great way of doing that. Finding your heels again, your Achilles tendon area with your fingertips, pushing down with your triceps, pushing down with the soles of your feet. They call this root to rise. So as more as you push down against the ground, your body is going to inhale up towards the ceiling. So pushing down will help you to go up. Inhale, you could bring your right foot into the center of your mat. Maybe that will help a bit. As you inhale your left foot and leg up towards the sky. If this pose is not possible, try the figure 4 right now. If that's not possible, then just come into a regular bridge. Find the pose that works for you today. Good. Spreading the toes, activating the whole leg. If the leg is just hanging out in space, it becomes dead weight. We want to activate it, spread out that energy. It's like physics. You're spreading out the energy to hold up the whole body. Figure 4, flexing that foot, breathing into the belly, opening up, encouraging that inner thigh, that leg to open up a bit. Exhale, come all the way down. Good. And then windshield wiper again. Excellent. How you guys doing? Good, good, good. Okay. All right. We're going to roll over to your side and then come to the top of your mat. We're going to do classic suns. So this is the part of yoga, the classic sun version in Forrest Yoga, that gets me a little bit, you're going to stand, that I get a little, can get a little mixed up. And if you're used to doing sun salutations, it's just a little bit different, which is why I have my cheat sheet, because I got to remember. Okay, so spread your feet a little bit wider than hip bone distance or hip bone distance, but not mat width distance. Inhale all the way up. And then exhale, come forward. Inhale, long spine, monkey pose. Exhale, left leg back. When your left leg goes back, come down to that left knee. You can have your shoelace down, shoelace side of your foot down, and then taking both hands to the front quad, inhale up. And then it's just a gentle opening here of the hip flexor, the psoas area. If you're particularly tight here, this is a trick that I love, is taking your hand to your bum, pushing your bum into your hand, and then coming forward. That creates a bend here, and it's not pulling a rubber band too tight. So it releases the rubber band, and then you can come forward. Great. Good. Taking your hands on either side of your front foot, come up on the back pads of that back foot, and then come into full plank. In full plank, pressing down into the ground, drawing in with your belly, spreading your fingers. Exhale, come down. Chaturanga. Inhale up. For this first up dog, you could actually come into a Sphinx pose if you'd like, where your elbows are below your shoulders and you're drawing your heart energetically through your biceps. As you inhale, drawing your heart forward. This is a great, great pose. Exhale, come down, placing your hands back, pushing yourself into downward facing dog. Cycling out your heels a bit, bringing your left leg forward. Now we're coming down to the right knee. And again, just opening up that hip flexor. So if you feel like your hip flexors, if you're a runner, this could be your particular nemesis, is this area. So taking your hand to your bum, pushing that bum into the hand, and then coming forward. That loosens up that front area nicely. Good. And just kind of breathing in the pose. You know, there's always an opportunity to go faster through these poses, but the challenge may be how slow can we be in the pose? How mindful can we be? Taking your hands to either side of that front foot, stepping forward into a forward bend. Inhale, elongate the spine. Let's take a forward bend one more time, drawing in and up with the belly, and then inhaling all the way up. Good. Exhale, hands to heart space. Wonderful. Great breathing, everybody. Inhale up. Exhale, forward bend. Stepping back with the right foot. Coming down. Shoelace side. Inhaling. Exhaling. Squaring off your hips, making sure that you're not too cattywampus on one side, that you're feeling pretty even. Great. Exhale, taking your hands to either side of that foot, stepping back into your plank. Being strong in your plank. If you feel like a full plank is too much, come down to your knees. And you're still at a diagonal. You're not in hands and knees pose. You're at a diagonal with your upper body. You could decide which version you want to take. So for right now, I'm going to come down to my knees and exhale down. Inhale, I'm going to take Sphinx again. Inhale, heart through. Exhaling, coming down, pushing down into the ground, downward facing dog. Exhale, let's bring that right foot forward, left knee down. Inhaling up, or hands at your knees. You find the pose that works for you. Listen to your body. Exhale, let's bring that back foot forward. Forward bend. Inhale, elongate the spine. Exhale, forward bend one more time. Nice breathing. Inhale, all the way up. Whew. Exhale, hands to heart. We're going to do this 2 more times. We'll probably go a little bit faster. We're going to feel the flow. Inhaling up. Exhale, forward bend. Left leg back. Now with this left knee, you can now choose to leave it off of the ground or on the ground. If it's off the ground, you're like in this runner's lunge. Okay? And then you come up to crescent lunge. Exhale, hands down, full plank, or modified plank. Decide which one works for you. Exhale, down, Chaturanga. Rolling the shoulders back and down around your spine, heart coming through. Rolling over your toes, downward facing dog. Exhale, bringing left foot forward. You can choose your right knee down or keeping it up off the ground. Exhale, come forward, forward bend. Elongate the spine, inhale. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale all the way up. Wonderful. Inhale up. Exhale, forward bend. Right foot back. Choosing your lunge. Inhale up. Exhale, planting your hands, stepping back, plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale up, rolling the shoulders back and down, heart forward, rolling over the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward. Inhale up. Exhale, down. Bringing the back foot forward. Inhaling up. You could do, I forgot to do the spinal extension. Sorry, did I just mess up? See, I get a little, Okay, we're going to try it again. Inhale up. And you tell me. Exhale forward. Elongate the spine. Exhale, forward bend. Let's go left leg. Back. Inhale up. Exhale down. Full plank. Chaturanga. Inhale up. Rolling over the toes, downward facing dog. Left leg forward. Inhale up. Exhale, forward. Stepping forward, full forward bend. Now elongate the spine. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, up. Whew. Hands to heart. Okay, this is for sure our last one. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Right leg back. Inhale. Exhale. Plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, up. Exhale, roll over the toes. Wonderful. Left leg forward. Oh, is it the right leg or left? Then coming forward. Forward bend. Inhale, up. Hands to heart space. Okay, well, I think you got it. I think that's pretty much how it is. Oh, this is going to be good. Okay, so we're going to take horse stance, which is fabulous. Okay, in horse stance, I want your feet to be out to the side a bit, but I don't want your knees to be knocked in. So I want your knees to be over your feet, over your knee over your ankle, okay? And then taking your hands down on your inner thighs and pushing down, rolling the shoulders onto your back, and then have your right shoulder come in, and then inhale up, then left shoulder, great, and then coming up to evenly with both shoulders. We're going to practice, so stay in this position if you can. If you need to release, and then come back down. But we're going to take this practice where you vigorously blow out air and then you suck in your belly. So Anastasia always shows her belly. I'm a little bit nervous. I don't know. I'm going to be confident. Okay. So you blow out your air, and then you suck it in, and then you palpate without breath, sticking your belly in and up. And then you release. So that was just a first time practice. So we're going to do this 2 times while we're in this horse stance. So we inhale, blow it out, suck in your breath, your belly, palpate, release, breathe in. If you need to come out of horse stance, go ahead and then come back in. Okay. Okay, one more time. And then everybody stand up. What this does is it helps with elimination. It helps clear out your intestines. It helps with your energy level. It's warm. Okay, good. Okay, so, here's the next part that we're going to do. So you're going to take your hands and you're going to weave them right here. Come back into horse stance. Good. And we're going to inhale, bringing the hands up and then up over our head. Breathe out. And then breathe down, inhale to your heart, and then go out in front, forward. And then hands to heart. Breathe in, and then out away from us. Then breathe in, and then down. We're going to do this 2 more times. Breathe in to your heart, up. Down to your heart, out. Into your heart, away. Into your heart, inhale, down. One last time, inhale, up. Inhale, out. Inhale, away. Inhale, down. And then come out of that pose. How'd you guys do? Good. Okay. Good. Okay. So this, we're going to come back in. Oh, we're going to go into downward facing dog. So come into downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg back. Exhale, come forward. We're going to come into warrior two. Inhale, up into warrior two. Okay. In warrior two, that front arm is going to come back. This is archer pose. So your right elbow is going to come back. You're going to grab that elbow and still stay in warrior two as you draw that elbow down your back. Breathing into your back body and your heart space. And you don't want your forearms to push your head forward. You want to keep your head pushing it back into your arms. Good. Excellent. Release that pose. Have your left arm under your right. This is an eagle's arm. And then I want you to lift your elbows up. This is a great opener of your back body. So your left arm is underneath. Great job. And then maybe have your palms together. If not, just grab your thumb. All right. And then lift your elbows up. Still keep those warrior two legs. And then push the forearms away. Oh my goodness. This is a great upper back opener. Breathe into that upper back. Great. Exhale, come forward, drinking bird. Coming forward. If you're feeling unstable, you could release your arms and just brace yourself against the floor. If you can keep it, breathe into your back body. Relax your head and neck. Anna Forrest really does not want us using our head in our yoga poses. She wants to take the neck, the stress of the neck out of the yoga poses. So, shaking your head yes and no. Inhale up, opening up to warrior two once again. Inhale, reverse warrior, keeping those warrior two legs. Exhale, side angle. Exhale all the way down. We're going to take this runner's lunge. In this runner's lunge, move that front foot over to the side and bring both your hands into the inner edges. So I'll demonstrate this way. So your front hands are on the inner edges of that front. Your hands are on the inner edges of that front foot, right? If you need to come down to the knee, that's perfectly fine. If you want to go a little bit further with this, come down to your forearms. You could always bring that back knee down. What I'd like you to do is one step. If you want to go to the next level, you can angle that front foot out. So now my front foot is at an angle, and I'm gently, as if it's one solid unit. So I'm not bending at the ankle. I'm just opening up that foot, that inner thigh. How you doing? You can come down to that back knee. There is no shame in staying here or here. I want you to be where your body is comfortable being at. Great. Excellent. Gabby, that is so good. Nice. Okay. Exhale. Let's bring that front leg back. Take a chaturanga. Inhale up. Rolling over the toes, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale the right leg back. Exhale, let's come forward. Crescent, and then opening up to warrior two. Wipe the sweat away. Okay, it's just me. Warrior two. Archer. Keeping the warrior two legs. Pressing the head back. Release. Taking your left hand, arm underneath, winding. You can grab onto the thumb, palms together, whatever works. Inhale your elbows up. You're going to feel something in your shoulder blades right here. Breathe into that space. Push your forearms away. Whatever you felt in your shoulder blades has now been, it has been, what's the word? Heather. There we go. Accentuated. Good. Breathe into that. Drinking bird, come forward. Good. All right. You could release that and then come into your extended runner's lunge. So versions of runner's lunge. Hands on the inside, back knee up. You could bring that back knee down. You can come to your forearms. You could walk that right foot farther out to the side of the right mat. You could angle that front foot. I'm going to switch up for the camera again. You could angle that front foot, and then as one unit, open up that leg. So now the outer edge of that front foot is the pivoting area, the whole edge.
Oh my God,
And the emotional release has just occurred. All right. I have no idea now. Oh, yes. Come out of the pose. Let's come back into plank. Exhale. Come all the way down. Inhale into your heart space. I'm so happy I'm not the only one who does things like that. Exhale. Just emotionally let it go. All right. Come down to hands and knees. Let's take child's pose. All right. Who needs water? Benjamin Conn. Okay. Breathing into your back body. Oh, good. Oh. How you doing? I know. Your mom's buying you breakfast, so. I do, you do. Let's record that moment. All right. Inhale up. So Anne's a stud. She comes to these things all the time. She's like, what? What are you guys stressing about? Soles of your feet together. Baddha Konasana. Cobbler's pose. Get it? Soles of your feet. All right. So, variations of this pose. I like both. I think it really determines where you are with your life and what developmental stage you're at, and really what, if you're a teenager or if you're, a menopausal woman, is where are you with your flexibility. So I like this wide diamond version. So push your feet away from you and create a larger diamond in between. And then grab onto just above your ankles and straighten your back, elongate your back. And maybe take your head tilted down a little bit more. And I like to imagine my spine, so from the root of my spine out through the crown of my head, I'm elongating. And maybe I come a little bit farther and I increase the stretch. If your heels are in towards your perineum, your pelvic floor, you're welcome to do the same thing with your elongated spine, and maybe you can come forward. Try it. Breathe into it. So wherever your edge is, remember, we're not practicing pain. We're going to sensation. Once you get there to that edge, you breathe several breaths. Maybe you can go a little bit farther. Your body will let you know. It's so smart. It's designed to keep you safe. So it's not going to let you go to a place where you're going to cause damage. It's going to stop you, but you have to pay attention to it. Your breath is that conduit, is that thread that allows your body to gain the trust. So you use the breath, you inhale good stuff, and you exhale any kind of tension or anxiety or release or stress or anything. Heat, you could even release heat. And then I start directing my breath. So as I listen to my breath, I take it to those places in my body that are not comfortable. So my hips or my lower back or my shoulders or even my heart. And I breathe into that space fully, and then I release it. Inhale up. All right. So I'd like you to come to your back. Hey, Benjamin. And on your back, I want you to bring your right knee in towards your chest and elongate your left leg. Thank you. And then let's bring that right leg up towards the ceiling. Bring that front leg, that right leg, into a tabletop. And we're going to just ball and socket that hip joint. We're going to stabilize it. So I want you to take your right hand over your left. I want you to push into your quad, your right quad, push it back. I want you to draw that belly button down into the earth and extend that left leg across the room. Both feet are flexed. Push into the quad. Quad pushes back into your hands. Draw your belly button down, lower back to the mat. Extend with the left leg. Push into your quad. Quad pushes back. Draw down with your belly button, extend with the left leg, and then release. We're going to come into half happy baby. So the sole of your foot is going to be parallel to the ceiling, taking your right hand to the outer edge of the right foot. So your elbow is on the inner edge of the knee, but your hand is on the outer edge of the right foot. Encourage that right knee down towards your right armpit. Extend long with that left heel. Reaching with that left leg to the wall on the other side of the room. Drawing down with that right hand on the right foot, but maybe have your right foot push back into your hand. I like to take my left hand and I put it on my hip bone and my pelvic bone, and I just kind of remind it to not roll out to the side. Great. Release. Take both of your feet at mat width distance and just windshield wiper again. And then hug that left knee in towards your body, extending your right leg long. You could circle it counterclockwise, clockwise. Have that left knee come perpendicular tabletop. Left hand on the left quad, right hand on top of the left hand. Pushing into the quad, quad pushes back, belly button draws down, extend long with that right heel. Push into the quad, quad pushes back, draw that belly button down into the mat, extend long with that right foot. Push, push, draw down, extend long. Push, push, draw down, extend long. And then release, half happy baby. Left elbow on the inner edge of the left knee, grabbing onto the outer edge of that left foot. Both feet are flexed, soles of that left foot parallel to the ceiling, drawing down that left knee in towards your armpit. Breathing. And then release. Spinal twist. Have your knees go to the left. You could also lift up your hips and pivot them to the right side of your mat, and then have your knees fall to the left. Gaze over your right shoulder. I want you to breathe 5 breaths into your side body. After your 5th breath, maybe push down through the soles of your feet, lift up your hips, pivot them to the other side of the mat, and have your knees fall towards the right, gazing over your left shoulder, both shoulder blades pressing down into the mat, breathing at least 5 breaths into your belly. After your 5th breath, this is time for your final resting pose. If you find that there's something that I didn't do that you want, now's the time for you to do it. Maybe you want to take more of a twist. Maybe you want to take Shavasana seated in a meditation. Maybe you want to bring your feet and hips up over your heart in candlestick pose. Hugging your knees in towards your chest, rocking side to side, or just coming right into Shavasana. Feeling the earth below you. This is a good opportunity to scan your body from head to toe, allowing for full relaxation, surrendering to the earth and letting the earth cradle you. Let your next exhalation be deeper than the last one. Slowly roll over to the side of your body and just feel the new orientation of this position. Feel the pressure points of against the earth, against your body. Just take notice. Pushing down into the ground and come into a comfortable cross-legged seated position the way we began. Taking a soft gaze or closing your eyes altogether, just finding a comfortable seat. Just taking, again, a quick assessment of how you are feeling. Inhale the arms up and over your head, pressing the palms in towards each other. Exhale, drawing the hands down into your heart. Coordinate your body with your breath. Inhale up, exhale down. One more time. Exhale down. Pressing the thumbs into your sternum, opening up your heart space. Exhale, release. Taking the time now just to thank yourself for coming to practice, taking time out of your day to honor yourself. Also thanking your community for allowing opportunities like this to occur for all those that are in your life. Thank you for coming to class. Namaste.